Hey, welcome back to the 5-Minute Strategist. When I was starting out in the online space, I had a session at a retreat with a sales coach and said, okay, now I want you to take whatever you've priced it at, and I want you to say that it has been professionally valued at 3 times that price. As she was walking around the room, I asked her, I said, how can I say something was professionally valued? And she's like, well, I'm a professional salesperson. I valued it for you. There you go. And people wonder why small business owners struggle so much with pricing. Between this kind of value messaging and the charge your worth crew and the just raise your prices messaging, I am not surprised that pricing strategies that we see in the wild range from how much money can I get off of people to what do I think people can afford and then let me give them a discount. So let's just talk about what you should actually be considering in your pricing strategy. We're going to do-re-mi it, and we're going to go to the very obvious beginning of where you should start. And that is, what is your value proposition? What do you bring to the table? What makes your offer stand out? What is unique about it that other people can't offer your customers? Do you deliver amazing quality? Or is something super innovative? Or is the customer experience just incredible? Do you bring specialized skills or tons of experience to the table that maybe other people don't? Understanding what is setting you apart, what value you bring that maybe others can't, helps you begin to gauge what you could charge. Then we want to think about the person who's actually potentially going to buy this offer. What are their pain points and desires? And how does your offer solve those pain points or get them those desires? And this is a real easy place to start going, well, that would be priceless. Yes, that's marketing, salesy, jargony talk. This is just you talking to yourself, right? We're not going to price priceless into your pricing, but it's to give you a really clear picture of how valuable someone may find your offer, because that comes into your pricing. If something is of high value to them, that is worth a lot of money to them. If you are going to offer something that is more commoditized, it's more common, it's not super differentiated, you might need to think about being more competitive because they can just go and buy from person B. Think about copy. This is a great one to use to think through this. If you're a copywriter, you can potentially do done for you copy. You can do done with you, so copy reviews, or you could just offer templates. If you offer templates, even if you have the best templates in the world, it's really hard for you to differentiate yourself with that product. So your pricing has to be competitive. If you do done for you copy and you have incredible conversion rates, sky's the limit on what you can charge, because you're promising that the money that they spend with you, they will get tenfold in ROI. Next, I'm going to ask you to go against what every sales coach has ever told you. I want you to get into your people's wallets. When you're pricing, you're thinking about your people as the group, not the individual. Once you have figured out your price, then you state your price on a sales call without being all up in their wallets. But when you are thinking about pricing something, you have to think about your potential customers as a group. So the price that you can charge to a brand new baby business owner who hasn't made a cent yet is very different from what you can sell to someone who's making 100K, which is very different to what you can sell to someone who's making $1 million. Right? If you price it for people who are making $1 million, it's not your business if someone who's making 100K wants to pay you that money. You stay out of their wallet. But you're pricing for where your people are and the value that you bring to them. You want to understand the group's financial capacity as you set a price. You're trying to find that sweet spot that comes where you're still profitable and comfortable and not resentful, and it still feels affordable for them. It doesn't have to feel like a no-brainer to them. It can feel like a bit of a stretch, but you have to know where you're starting from. So you've thought about your offer, you've thought about your potential clients, and next I want you to go and snoop on your competitors. This is so effective at getting you out of playing small with your prices or being like, oh, I'm just going to have to over-deliver and over-deliver. Go look at what other people charge and what's included. Sometimes you can't imagine charging 10K for something that you currently charge 2K for until you see somebody else is charging 10K for it. That doesn't mean you automatically increase your price to 10K, but it does start a conversation with yourself around what are they doing that's different So I want you to go looking for aspirational competitors, but I also don't want you to get super in your head about it. Just because they charge something doesn't mean you have to. But I think sometimes it's a really good kick in the pants for us to understand when we are undercharging for what we do. And small business owners tend to be on that side of the scale rather than the overcharging. In the small business world, pricing feels like people have licked their finger and stuck it up in the air to feel which way the pricing wind is blowing. But the key thing to remember is that your prices are your prices. You don't need to justify them, apologize for them, or keep them consistent. I want you to think about any retail store. The shoes that you loved today could cost more tomorrow if you choose not to buy them today. Or you could buy them and then find them on sale the next time that you go in. But that store leaves it up to the customer to decide whether the price they've offered in that moment works for them. And you get to do the same. So what is your pricing strategy for your business?